Performance by TeeFlo. So this is a freestyle poetry mix titled Fila. I'm short, but I got the loudest energy in the room like a hurricane. Pretty, but dangerous. Mind sharper than any knife. I've been beaten down, but I'm strong like Harriet Tubman. I've been disrespected, oppressed, and ignored by the system, but I'm loved and honored by my ancestors. Malcolm X knows this. I look soft, but I'm a beast with my words. I'm well-read, educated, and I worked hard for that. You think you can take it? Not on my watch, you not. You throw stones at me, and I fly higher, scoping, watching, anticipating, flying high, and being very, very patient. And I soar humbly, and I wait and wait, and I'm ready. I go low and swing high. You think you can limit me? You think I'm stuck? Huh? You think I don't have value?
We're going to start from the top again. We're going to work on getting the sound in through the Zoom. Patty's asking Mayan to make sure he's fixing the sound. So, Mayan, we need to make sure that the Zoom sound is okay. We need to make sure the audio is on Zoom. She's like, okay. let's start over. The problem is we don't need the captions on Zoom as long as they're on the live stream. However, the captioner needs to be able to hear the audio through Zoom. So that's what we're trying to fix right now. So we need to make sure that the sound is available on Zoom so the captioner can hear it to then caption. We're going to start from the top again. Oh, whoops. I can hear myself now because it's delayed.
poetess, writer, and storyteller who loves studying cultures, histories, and her stories. From the inspiration of her parents and fellow femme activists, her activism utilizes self-love and self-care towards healing. Please welcome TeeFlo, our featured performer tonight. TeeFlo hails from Atlanta, Georgia. TeeFlo hails from Atlanta, Georgia. She received her bachelor's degree in history from Gallaudet University. When she's not at work, she's a poetess, writer, and storyteller who loves studying cultures, histories, and her stories. From the inspiration of her parents and fellow femme activists, her activism utilizes self-love and self-care towards healing. Please welcome TeeFlo, our featured performer tonight.
Performance by TeeFlo. So this is a freestyle poetry mix titled Fila. I'm short, but I got the loudest energy in the room like a hurricane. Pretty, but dangerous. Mind sharper than any knife. I've been beaten down, but I'm strong like Harriet Tubman. I've been disrespected, oppressed, and ignored by the system, but I'm loved and honored by my ancestors. Malcolm X knows this. I look soft, but I'm a beast with my words. I'm well-read, educated, and I worked hard for that. You think you can take it? Not on my watch, you not. You throw stones at me, and I fly higher, scoping, watching, anticipating, flying high, and being very, very patient. And I soar humbly, and I wait and wait, and I'm ready. I go low and swing high. You think you can limit me? You think I'm stuck? Huh? You think I don't have value? Nah. I'm free, and I've been free. Hold up. Let me put on my lipstick. You love the beehive, but you're not ready for the sting. I ebb and flow, and I swing like Ali. Peace.
Incredible performance. Thank you, TeeFlo. Hope you all enjoyed it. Welcome to our fundraiser where we come together to celebrate deaf arts during these uncertain times. Often, during a time of conflict, fear, or strife, we turn to the arts, film, theater, art, culture, as a form of hope, resilience, and resistance. These expressions and actions remind us to be human. It is critical that we continue to connect with each other through the arts. Deaf Spotlight made a commitment to the community in support of Black Lives Matter last June. Through our internal evaluation of our programming, activities, and operations, Deaf Spotlight needs to improve representation and recognition of our diverse signing community and the variety of cultures we represent. We also need to confront systematic racism and barriers within society that prevent underrepresented artists from being recognized and successful in their respective fields. It is vital to support Black, Indigenous, and people of color artists. They are a crucial voice in our community's experience. Through our personal and organizational commitments to make Deaf Spotlight more inclusive and accessible to BIPOC artists who may not have been recognized or fostered over the past years, Deaf Spotlight is proud to establish the new annual BIPOC Deaf Arts Fund. The fund will be used to give individual grants to support BIPOC deaf, deafblind, hard of hearing artists locally and nationally. As you know, an artist needs resources to sustain their career's longevity. For example, space, equipment, supplies, marketing, networking, professional development, and more. We are thrilled to support this endeavor. We hope to have your support in this as well. We look forward to seeing exciting things from emerging and experienced BIPOC deaf, deafblind, hard of hearing artists. It's time to support and nurture their growth and recognition within our deaf arts community. You may not realize that I wrote a thesis on how to create a deaf-centric art nonprofit to support artists' career longevity. I can't emphasize enough how thrilled I am to see this unfolding over the years. In the last 9 years, Deaf Spotlight has spotlighted countless deaf artists, planned and produced amazing cultural and creative events for the community to enjoy. You, the community, made it happen. Deaf Spotlight Board, committees, and I have the huge honor to bring this vision to reality. Thank you. Guthrie Nutter, one of our lifetime supporters for the arts. He has been with ASL Connect for the past 3 years, first as an adjunct educator and now full-time as a coordinator for marketing and program development at Gallaudet University since 2018. He graduated from Gallaudet in 2015 in Mass Ed. He has worked in various positions within the ASL and creative industries. He will help us with 2 portions during this program, the live auction and then call to action. Please give warm handwaves to Guthrie. Our special guest is the winner of Special Citation.
auction, you will see images of the artworks, but online, these images have a watermark, which is there to protect the artwork itself. The actual art that you will purchase does not have a watermark. They're solely for the purposes of this online auction, because we respect and protect the work of artists. Tonight we have 5 items for the live auction. Prior to beginning the auction, we will open the image for 5 seconds so you can see the item that you will be bidding on. I'm going to give you a few moments to set up your second window or your second device and click on the link that you see on the screen. And off we go. Here's the first item. We're having a technical issue. We're going to hold for a moment while we resolve this. Meanwhile, please do open your second window or second device. There you have it. Item number 1 is entitled Deaf Diversity Crayons. This is a piece created by Silver Moon brand. Here you see an item that has a contemporary message. The artists who co-created it are Ann Silver and Jim Van Manen. It was produced in 2012. It is a 16 by 20 limited edition print that is signed and numbered. A certificate of authenticity is included. The painting includes an open box of crayons. In it, you see 8 crayons, each of them representing a segment of the deaf population. Deaf women, deaf African Americans, deaf Hispanic Americans, deaf Asian Americans, deaf Native Americans, deaf LGBTQ Americans, and deaf multi-Americans, and also deaf Caucasian Americans. The motto of this piece is colorize, not colonize. It is valued at $400, and we will begin the bidding with an opening bid of $120. And already it has been raised to 200. Does anyone want to go higher? 225. Let's see how much we'll do here. $225. Anyone willing to continue bidding on this item? This is a perfect item for an ASL instructor, deaf community leaders. It would be great in an office, in a school. Ann Silver, one of the artists who created, was one of the original Devia artists. She then collaborated with Jim Van Manen in creating their business, Silver Moon brand. Ah, we've reached the $250 mark. 250. Any more bidders? Come on. Make a difference for Deaf Spotlight. Everyone, come on. It's going at 250. Can anyone beat that bid? Let's get into the spirit, everyone. This is a wonderful opportunity to display this in your office so that people can have a sense of pride in the deaf community when they see it. Have a pride in your community. Don't miss out on this. We know that there's a little bit of a delay because some people are making their bids. I see it's already gone up to 260. Is there anyone willing to reach 300 for this? We're going to take our time here because we understand that there are those on the internet who are desperately trying to get their bid in, and it has to go all the way to the center and get back to us. So trust me, we will wait for you. Is anyone willing to reach 300? We're keeping the bidding going. You can have this piece of history made by Anne Silver. As I mentioned, she was an original member of DeVia, one of the founders of DeVia. You have the opportunity to own this piece, have it in your place of work. This is a great opportunity. And it also would be supporting a wonderful cause, which is Deaf Spotlight. We're at 300. All right, we're holding at 300. Asking for 300, asking for 300. And I'm wondering if we can see the comments on Facebook. Do you have a memory of what your childhood experiences were using crayons to express yourselves? We're currently at 260. I want to see the number of the bidder who has bid 260. I'm trying to get that information for you. Bidder number 123 has bid $260. This is your final opportunity to surpass that. Is there an opportunity for 275? I'm going to wait. First call, 275. Second call, asking for 275. Last call, asking for 275. We understand there is a delay between Facebook and YouTube. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and make sure that everyone has the ability to get that last minute bid in. I'm going to check with the team here. Have you heard from YouTube? And we have plenty of time, no worries. Checking in how far behind YouTube is. Great. I am happy to announce this item has been sold to bidder 123 for $260. Congratulations, 123. Fantastic bidding. We turn to our next item. Item number 2 is entitled ASL Still Grows Beautifully. The artist is Jenny Tandock. This is an 11 by 14 inch print produced in 2016. You see a white background with black illustration of hands producing the ASO sign for growing, moving in an upward motion. You also see floral decoration surrounding the sign and butterflies. There is a signature of the artist and the date, Jennifer Tandock, 2016, at the bottom right of this print. It's valued at $95. We will begin the bidding at $30. All right, let's start your bidding now. Anyone willing to bid 40? Someone has bid 30. Now we're going up to 40. We're hoping it's going up. Oh, now we're at 50. Excellent. It's staying at 50 at this moment. Do we see 60? Does anyone wish to bid? Oh my gosh, 75? Let's ask for 100. Does anyone wish to bid $100? There's an $80 bid. That's fantastic. Anyone wish to raise it up to, we have a bid for $90. Let's keep this going. 100 now. Anybody bidding 125? Looking for 125. 110, that's fantastic. Keep it going. Does anyone wish to beat 110? 120, wonderful. Anybody wish to raise it to 150? We're now up to 130. Come on, let's make a change. This is a fantastic piece of art. Hand produced, hand illustrated. It would be great on a wall, something that you could enjoy in your office, in your studio, and give a sense of deaf art and ASL. We're at 160, fantastic, asking for 175. It's already up to 180. How about a $200 bid? That's what we're going for. Does anyone want to get up to 200? We're at 185. Let's keep that momentum going. Do you want to raise the bid for this fabulous piece of art, trying for $200? We're at 188. Look, we're inching up. This is good. Someone make another bid. We're at 188, hoping for 200. 189, excellent. So now we're really in a horse race. Here it's going, here it's going. Keep it up, keep it up. 195, come on, $5 more. Is anyone willing to bring it up to $200? Can you do it? Can you do it? We're at 200. Asking for 210. This is a live auction. Keep it going. Can we do it? Can we get to 210? 205. This is very good. Can we make it to 225? I'm challenging you. Let's see if we can get it there. Oh my gosh, we are at $220. Let's keep it going. Can we make it to 225? We're at 221, I see. Can we get it all the way to 225? Let's see if we can. I'm looking at who bid 221, yes. Bidder number 129 has inched their way up there. Let's up. We're now up to $222, and that is 135, so you guys are neck and neck. We are at $250, fantastic. Let's see if we can make it all the way to 275. Let's see if we can keep it going. This is going great, everyone. I have to let you know that the YouTube link is slightly delayed. So if you are trying to bid on YouTube, we will just wait and make sure that you can stay in that competition. So making sure that you have the opportunity to get this fabulous piece of art. We're going to try for 275. We're trying, we're hoping we're going to get it. It's an inspirational artwork. Just think of all the summer flowers. Just think about the spring. Think about it growing. Think about creativity that will continue throughout the year with this on your wall. And it is handmade by a deaf artist. You are supporting the deaf economy. We are at 275. This is fantastic. We're going to look to see if we can make it to 300. 300. Looking for 300. Going for 300. 280. Excellent. Keep it going. This is really impressive. Your bids are growing just as the piece of art represents, trying to get to 300. Who's going to take that challenge? Who's going to get us there? Looking for $300. So I'm trying to identify the bidder who's now got the highest bid, looking for their number. The bidder is 129 at 280. And it was just raised. Come on. I know we can make it. This is hot. Keep it going, everyone. Let's see if we can up it to 325. Let's see if we can get there. Let's keep it going. Up, I see we're at 301 already. Come on, give from your heart. Let's keep this going. You know you can do it. Hoping for 325. Hoping. We're now at 301. Looking for 325. All right, it's inching its way along. We are at 325, fantastic. Will anyone make it 350? Looking for 350. Let's keep this bidding going. It is certainly a gorgeous artwork. I've appreciated just viewing it. It reminds me of Chuck Baird's work. He was a fantastic artist, as you know, who often incorporated hand shapes in his artwork. You'd see the hand representing the sunset or the hand representing fire. We're at 350, so now I'm going to challenge you and see if you can get it up to 400. Come on, looking for 4. Let's keep it going. Remember, we're supporting deaf artists such as Chuck Baird. And this is about ASL. It's handmade by a deaf artist, looking for 400. Seeing if anyone's going to rise to this challenge. And I'm looking for the paddle number for the current high bidder. Bidder 129 is the current high bidder at 375. Well, we're at 375, so now I'm going to ask for 4. Let's see if we can get there. We're at 380. All right. Asking for 4. Who's willing to bring it up there? Who's willing to raise that bid? We're at 385. Looking for 4. Come on. And I'm checking the highest bidder's number at this point. Bidder 129 is at 385. Does anyone want to challenge bidder 129? We're currently at 385, and it's just been at that level for a while. Anyone want to jump off your seat and press that bidding number? We're at 385. Can we get $15 more? Wait, now we have 386. Whose number is that? We're at 386. Bidder 235. Keep going, keep going. Do you want to keep it going? We're at 400. Do you want to make it 425? Want to keep it going? 415. This is so cool. Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep it on. This is a must-have art piece. We are at $415. The current high bidder is 169, is number 169. Bidder is 169 at $415. And who's just bid 416? Bidder 169. Do you want to challenge bidder 129? 169, 129. So someone just bid 429, bidder 166 has taken the lead. So 169 and 129. Do you want to then try and raise it to 450? We are now at 426. You have inched it up. Who is the high bidder now? Looking for their paddle number. 129. I have to really respect the dedication and perseverance of 129. All right, 169 and 166. You trying to show them who's boss? My goodness. 166. I am sorry, 129. I know you've been working hard at bidding. Do you want to raise it maybe to 470, 475, 475, 451? Somebody's just bid 451. Bidder 235 has come in with that price. We are currently at $451, so now 166. Oh, bidder 129 is now at 500. Oh my goodness. Who is the bidder at $500? 166, you are dedicated. Now we have another bidder. All right. It is now at 500. So I'm just gonna ask who's gonna get us to 600? Anybody going up to 600? I'm asking 129. I'm asking 169. I'm asking, whoops, who was that? 230 something. I can't remember the bidder's number. 235, 129. We're looking for 600 for this artwork. YouTube said there might be another bidder. So you better get your bid in. 129, 166, 235, 169. Do you want to take the prize? Do you want to get back from 166? We're at $501. Which bidder was that? 129. You are a dedicated soul. You're raising it by $1 each time. So now who wants to show them who's boss? Anybody want to get it all the way up to 600? 166, 235, 169. I'm asking. We're going to hold a second because we know YouTube is behind us. And if anybody is willing to bid 600, I will stop the bidding. All right. Wait a minute. This already came in before I said it. 129. Does anyone want to challenge 129 and offer $1 more? Get it for 601. Oh, 120. This was a misinterpretation. 129. Do you want to raise it by $1 over 600? We got it. It was 601, and I'm going to bet that was bidder 129. Am I right? Was that bidder 129 who raised it to 601? Indeed it was. Okay. I am impressed. So now 166, 235, 169. Do you really want this gorgeous piece of art for your very own? If you're sitting there, remember, I've given the first call going once. It's at $601. I understand that YouTube may be having information that we can't getting. Currently, it's resting at $601. 700. Congratulations. Who is this intrepid bidder? 166. You are on it. This is such a hot auction. So now, take a deep breath. 129. Are you willing to raise that by $1? We're currently at 700. Bidder 166 has it. I'm going to ask 129 and 169. And I forgot my numbers now. It's all the jumble. 235, 169, 129. Are you willing to challenge 166? It's currently at 700. It's now at 701. Is that bidder 129? It sure is. Bidder 129 is at 701. Now, I am sorry to let you know, 166, you have a lot of competition here. So, how do we resolve this problem? Should we just raise it to 800? 702, wait a minute, who bid 702? 235, oh my goodness. Bidder 235 has gotten back, is back in the game. Who's 703 now? 129 and 235. You are raising each other by $1 each time. This is so good. Are we going to keep it going? 166. Shall we go big? Can we even hit 1,000? Can we hit 1,000? Or is it still going to be a horse race? Do you think we can do it? Can we get it up? Can we keep it going? Who bid 704? 235 did that. And 166 upped it to so I'm going to ask you, these other bidders, do you want to keep going? Are you going to outbid 166? We're playing music for you, keeping the bongos going while you're upping the bidding. Look at it, 751. Now, who went up it by $1? 129. You are on it. You will. Wait a minute. Someone's outbid you. Who bid 752? Was that 235? It was indeed 235. And 129. You guys are upping each other by $1. Let's keep it going. Oh, look at this. Who bid 753? Who bid 753? 129 took that challenge. Let's see how it keeps going. We are currently at 753, which is from bidder 129. 166. Do you want to go big? Do you want to make it 1,000, 900, 800? 754. 235 bid 754, and 129 is pretty excited, bidding 755. We are keeping this going. This is such a great competition. Now, 166, do you want to challenge these two competitors? We're going to hold for a moment to let YouTube catch up. We see the bid is currently at 753, but we're going to wait and see what is out there. We're inching up. We're inching along. $760. I want to find out who the bidder was that just raised it to $760. 129 didn't go by $1, went all the way up to the next level. So 235, 166. Do you have a response for them? Yes, my goodness, it's 800. Who is 800? Who is 800? 166. Shelling out, willing to shell out $800. So now 129, 169, 235. Are you going to let that go unchallenged? Do you have a response for that? Can you beat 800? Ooh, this is pretty exciting. This is one hot live auction. It's a valuable piece of art to have. It's gone up to 801. 801. Anyone willing to raise it to 850? Which bidder is 801? Is that 129? Yes, of course, 129. So 235, 166. What do you think? Do you wish to respond to this? Yep, we are at 850. Awesome. 166, you went for it. So 129. Do you have a response to this bid? Do you want to claim this piece for your very own? We've got 129, 166, and 235. You're the ones keeping this going. The current bid is 850 at from bidder 166. Anyone wish to challenge this bid? Going once. It's 8:50 right now. We're waiting for YouTube to catch up because we know there's a technical delay in the streaming. So YouTube has the same bid. Going twice, it's currently at 8:50, 129, 235. This is your last chance to claim this for your very own. We've called it once, we've made the second call, and we're waiting for YouTube to catch up to the announcement that is the second call. This is going to be your last chance. Hurry, hurry, hurry. If you want to put your finger on that button to get that last opportunity to bid. Sold to bidder 166 for $850. Congratulations on this. Amazing, incredible auction. Such a pleasure to see this. 129, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your efforts. And we have 3 more items that y'all can bid on. I'd like to show you the third artwork. This piece is entitled Becoming. The artist is Shane Donovan Elliott. The piece is 24 by 36, black and white photograph from 2020. In this photo, you see a person with long hair swinging over the face, holding the hat on, in a floral summer dress. It is valued at $200, and we will start the bidding at $75. All right. Who's willing to make the first bid on this piece? Shane Donovan enjoys hiking, camping, being outside, capturing gorgeous photos in the Pacific Northwest. And if you wish to see more of Shane Donovan's work, check out their Instagram. Pardon me, I was distracted by some other screen, but this photo is filled with mystery. If you enjoy black and white photography, such as those by Dorothea Lange or Herb Ritton, these famous black and white photographers have made their place in art history. And here we have a black and white photograph from a deaf photographer. Come on, this is your opportunity. Place a bid on this beautiful photograph. We have 75. Anyone willing to raise it to 80? Who's going to do that? Looking for 80. Bidder number, I'm checking the bidder number currently. The high bidder is 101. who has bid $75. Who's willing to bring us to 80? Excellent. We've at 80. I'm going to find the bidder who has raised it to 80. 129, back in the game. Hello, 129. We missed you. Happy to see you again. Ah, 235 has also rejoined us. It is a party. It's like I felt like I was missing my old friends. Happy to see you again. We're at 85. Who's willing to take us up to 100? Or 101, 129. Anybody willing to outdo 235? Anyone willing to raise it to 100? We are at $100. What bidder was that, please? 101. Claiming that picture now, 235. 129. Do you have a response to 101? We certainly do. 235 has bid $101. So now I'm going to ask you, 101, what's your lucky number? If that's your lucky number, what are you going to raise it to? 101? Do you want to try and raise it to, say, 125 or even 150? Trying for 125. 101. Now I've got your number. 101. There it is. Do you want to meet that challenge? Who has bid $101? Was it 235? Was it 129? 235. 235 has bid $101, so 129. What do you say to that? Okay. We are all the way up to 125. Who was that bidder? 101. All right. $130, 235. 235 has bid 130. Anybody want to raise it to 150? 101. Do you want to up it to 150? Looking for 150. 101. Are you willing to do that? 129. Are you feeling generous? Would you like to take this for your very own? Okay. All right, we're giving you our first call. We're at 130. Am I correct that that was 101 who bid 130? It was 235 for $130. So now I'm going to ask 129 and 101. We're getting near the second call. Getting close to that time. We've had our first call. We haven't quite had our second call, so 129, 101. Are you willing to step up against 235? We are now at our second call. Fantastic. We are at 150. Who was that? 101. You have made us so excited. You're stepping off the edge of the cliff. You are on the precipice. All right, the bid is now at $150. And it's at 151 now. Who do we think that was? 235 said, no way, I'm raising you by $1. All right. We're at 151. So now I return back to you, bidder 101. It's time to have a serious conversation about this. How do we resolve this issue? Do you want to raise it, shall I say, to $200? Shall we try for 200? What are you thinking about this? Anyone willing to try for 200? We are currently at the high bid of 151 from 235. So come on, 101. 101, what is your response to this bid? I'm feeling butterflies. Butterflies in my stomach, actually for all three of you competitive bidders. My heart is pounding. Now, first call at this bid of $151. Currently, the high bidder is $235. Come on, 129, what are you thinking? 101, either of you? Clock is ticking. First call at 151. Currently $151 bid by 235. Now we're the second call for $151. Current high bidder is 235. We will wait for YouTube because we know there's a delay. We're currently at the second call. Clock is ticking. Time is running out. The second call has been made. I am about to announce the winner. I'm getting close to announcing. Sold to bidder 235 for $151. Congratulations. Our item number 4, our next item is visible on the screen now. This artwork is entitled Greeting the Tulips, and the artist is Toby Fitch. This is a limited edition, 16 by 24 inch canvas print from 2017. What is seen in this image is a cold and quiet morning at the height of tulip season. The sun greets the tulip fields over the backdrop of the Cascade Mountains. And we see a brilliant cascade of colors as the sun rises. It's valued at $170, but we will begin the bidding at $50. We now open the bidding for this beautiful canvas print. I actually love Toby Fitch's work. Such a wonderful photographer. This on Toby also does geotagging. So you can go to the actual location where this photograph was taken. And I feel so bad about what's going on in the West with the fires, but you can have this beautiful piece of art. We are now up to $65, asking if there's, who will bid 80? Who will bid 80 for this view of the tulips year round? We are at 75. Let's keep the bidding going. But let's see, we're at we were at 100, we're now at 150, and now I'm gonna ask for $200. Who's willing to raise it to 200? We are now at 155. I'm asking who the bidder was. $283 is our new high bidder, which is a new number for us. Anyone interested in raising it to $200? Keep it going. Keep it going. We're up to 156, and let's see who that was. Who bid 156? We're at 175. So I'm asking for 200. We're up to 176 now. Anyone wish to meet our challenge of $200? This is a wonderful opportunity to have this on your wall during the chill of winter. You'll be warmed by the spring and renewed by that promise of the spring to come. It's a beautiful scene from the Pacific Northwest. We're currently at 180, asking if anyone wants to bring it to $200. We're at 181. Still hoping for 200. Anyone willing to keep this going? We're at 200. Who was the bidder for $200? Asking my team. $155 came back. So who wants to challenge 155's bid? Anyone want to raise it to 250? 102, 155. You're upping the bid. This is good. Does anyone want to challenge the two of them? Anyone willing to raise it to 250? Who raised it to 205? This is the current high bid. 102 raised it to 205. So now I'm going to ask 155. Are you willing to let it be, or are you going to up it? Let's see what everyone can do. You will absolutely love having this piece of art. You want this piece of art on your wall. I can see you're envisioning what it would look like in your personal space. You're planning it in your mind's eye. You know exactly where you want to put it. We're up at 206, and now we're up to 207. 207's the high bid, 207. Up 208. This is a limited edition print. Toby Fitch only made 4 of these prints. Come on, let's keep it going. We're at 209, let's get it up to 250. You know it's worth that. There were only 4 of these. You would own 1 of the 4 limited edition prints. In addition, Toby is selling this artwork, and half of the money we raise will be going to our BIPOC artists. So half of the money will be sent to the artists. So maybe we can challenge we're at 216. So let's ask if you can go to 261. Why not just reverse some of these digits? We've made it to 250. Let's see who the bidder was for 250. 102. All right. We're at 150, we're at 250. Let's see if we can get it to 300. Who's willing to make that bid right now? 252, we're inching our way up. Raising it by $1 here, $1 there. Do we see 253? $102 is at 254. How about 255? Well, why not 275? Why not 275? $20 more. Let's see if we can raise it. 256. It's going up very nicely, but I want to know if it's the same bidders that are upping each other by $1. We've got 255 and 102, is it? Is that who these bidders are? 155 and 102. So I think that people just enjoying watching this incremental raises. At 266, is anyone willing to make it higher, say 300? Little, just raise it a little to 300, or it's only 33 bucks more. Why not? What's another $33? I mean, that's just a couple of cups of coffee. Come on, 300. 270, we have now gotten to 270, $30 more. 271. 272. We keep going up by $1. Obviously, these individuals who are bidding really want this. 155 and 102. You are making this a very tight race. 300, anyone? I'm sure 155 would be happy to shell out 300 bucks for this painting, for this photo. We made it to 300. We got there. And 102, congratulations to you. You bid 300, and wouldn't you know it, it just got raised to 301. It's at 301. Will you have a response to this new bid? This is your opportunity. This is your chance to have it for your very own. There are only 4 in the world, and one of them could be yours. We're up to 302. Anyone want to counter that? Anyone willing to go to $350? I think so. I'm testing y'all. See if you can get up to $350. If you don't, we'll see what happens. Not letting them cow you. See if you can get up there. Wouldn't you be happy to have $350 photo? 155, and is it 102? I'm double checking, it's 102. All right, look, 102. I know you want this painting. It's this photo, you want it. It can be yours. Keep going. It is all the way up to 315 now. And 169, our old friend, is back to the party. And 155 has raised it to 316. Now, come on, 129, 102. This is a problem. How are you going to address that? Can we keep it going to 350? There are we're at 330 already. Let's see who bid 330. 102. I like how you think, 102. We see eye to eye. Oh yeah. So 155. Now you've got the problem. And 331. Who bid 331? 155 did. So you're determined to get this piece. I congratulate you, but was somebody willing to make it go up to 350? Are we keeping this going? It's currently at 331 from 155, now 169 and 102. Do you have a response to this current bid? You want to show them who's boss. Can you make it 350? It's only $19 more. And also you be supporting Toby Fitch in creating more photographs of the Pacific Northwest. I'm at first call for $331. Ah, it's $332. 102. You and 155 are going at it. It's now at 333. Is it going up? Is it still at that same level? 155 has raised it, now 102. Yes, you're at 334. 155, up to you. 335, all right, 102. Push back, don't let them get it. It's 336. All right, up, 337, up, 338. 339. 340. Ball's in your court. I think we could just keep going this all night. All right. Taking those steps one by one, it's at 342. Remember, 343 now. Are we, is it 344? Let's see. 345, it's already come up to 345. So I have just learned the news that the artist Toby Fitch, who was originally going to get part of the donation, has agreed that the entire amount will be donated to Deaf Spotlight. I want to thank Toby for that. We are currently at 348. Is it going to be raised to 349? It has been. Is it going to be raised to 350? It's okay. We're happy to see them supporting Deaf Spotlight. And here's my question. Do you want to give big? Do you want to shoot for the moon? Oh, we're already at 351. So maybe you might want to raise it good. What do you say? We've now come all the way to 360. Ball's in your court. 361 by 102. Still at 361. All right, so 155 and 102 in the bidding war. So it's 155 has bid higher. Are you willing to take the next step, 102? We have first call right now. I want to double check where it's at. You did indeed raise it to 362, 102. now it's been raised again by $1. And 102 came back with 364. And it's gone to 365. Come on, we want to see you win this, someone. 366, yes, you can, come on. 400, do we have 400? Who's the bidder that's $400? And wouldn't you know it went up to 401. All right, we're gonna keep this going. 425. I want to see, I can't keep up because it's changing so fast, quickly. 155 is at 401, 102. Come on, 102. I have to hand it to you. You have persevered. Are you willing to keep this going? 155 is sitting comfortably, arms folded, waiting to see what your next move is going to be. Are you going to raise it? First call for $401. Currently, the high bidder is 155. Now, all of our favorite friends, 129, 102, 166, 235. 102 has not responded, so 155. How are you going to handle this? It's at 420 from 102, and wouldn't you know it, it was just raised to 421. What do you think about 450? Otherwise, we're going to be going up $1 by $1 for a long time. I feel like it's a song coming on. 423 it is. All right, everyone, I want to give you fair warning. We do have more coming. There is also a call to action. I want to honor everyone's time. We are going to stop this bidding in 2 minutes. 427. You have your 2-minute warning, and then we will close the bidding. For 428, 429, 430, 431. Short time left, everyone. 432. Currently at 432. 1 minute warning. $435. $437. 30 seconds left. If you're going to make it, if you want to hit it big, make an enormous impact, you could raise it to 500. You're getting close already. 15 seconds. We are currently at $441. We are, Stop the Press, the artist, Toby Fitch, has agreed that if both 102 and 155 donate $450, Toby will create a copy so that another print so that each of you can have one of these for your very own. If you agree to that, we will close the bid at $450. And each of you will be able to purchase the print for $450. This is not splitting the cost. Each of you would have to agree to donate $450 and you each would own this photograph, this print. You're only $1 away. If you donate $1 more, both of you will win. We are closing the bidding, we've made it. Both, I want to make sure I've got your bidder numbers correct. Both 102 and 155 will each get an individual print. Each of them has bid $450. I have to say, what a fantastic community you are. And I understand this took a long time, and I appreciate everyone. We have one more item for the live auction. It's a beautiful piece, but we want to honor people's time. So I'm going to ask that for the next piece, you raise by $5 at a minimum, not by $1. We're going to show you the next piece. Item 5 is entitled Mask Lady. The artist is Kaylee Key. This is 22 by 30 inch printed canvas created in 2020. In front of a teal background, a feminine person with flowing red hair, wearing a mask with a hat on that has a pink flower, is surrounded by a profusion of pink flowers. There are cursive line border with the autograph of the artist on the bottom right. It is valued at $200. We're beginning the bidding at $75. We're opening the bid at 75. We're currently at 75. I'm going to ask for 100. $76. I'm encouraging you to raise your bids by $5, not by $1, please. We're already at 125. Very good. Let's see who's going to make it 200. All right, we're at 150. Who's going to raise it to 200? We're at 175, 200. Look, we're at 250. Who's willing to give 250? We're at 225. Yes, 250. Great. Who's going to do 3? Who's willing to raise it to 300? Who's willing to make it to $400 now? Looking for 400, we're at 350. Looking for 400, we're at 350. We are currently at 375, very good. Looking for 400. $400, hoping for 400. I'm asking my team for the bidder number. 129 is back in the game at 375. Hello again. I hope you win. 375. Who's willing to raise it to 400? I'd like to give you background information about this artist. We're now at 400. Who will give us 500? We're asking for 500. We're currently at 450. Let me give you background information about this artist. Kylie's a painter, a tattooist, also an illustrator based in Philadelphia. You can see her amazing work on Instagram and also on Facebook. And you can see her interviewed on Deaf Spotlight. We are at 405. Who's willing to challenge them to get, who's willing to take a risk and go up to 450? Just $45 more. Who's the bidder at 425? Who's the bidder at 425? 129. And that's at 430. Who was the bidder just before that? 101. All right, 129 and 101. Anyone willing to raise it to 450? Just $20 more. $450. This is such a gorgeous piece of art. And I'm double checking again. 129 is the current high bidder, and the previous bidder was 101. I'm talking directly to you. This is the challenge for you. All right, going once at 430. Current bid is 430. First call. Anyone wishing to challenge for this bid? Second call. Time is getting near. This is our second call. I'm holding a moment so that the bidders on YouTube can catch up. 101, 129. Anyone wish to challenge? Anyone willing to raise it? We're getting close. Sold to 129 for $430. Congratulations. I have to say, everyone, you rock. This was a fantastic auction, such a pleasure. And now I will take a brief rest and turn it over to Patty.
Improv. From that constant interaction, by the end of the third week, we can see the campers say to themselves, hey, I can do this. I can see my life heading in this direction where I can become an artist. That realization to me, especially because I've been doing this for a long time, is deeply cherished and valued. And I hope that they're doing well right now. Another opportunity I had was to work as a director for the production Skin, an original piece that Deaf Spotlight commissioned. We had a group of deaf playwriters and a deaf cast who were all women, and the creative team consisted of women. The environment was very ASL friendly, but being in that kind of environment really emphasizes the importance of having a space to share our experience, to acknowledge and share the LGBTQ experience, and to touch on the topic of mental health and issues that tend to be ignored. Deaf Spotlight really gave us the opportunity to share those experiences in a safe way. I really hope that in the future there's more opportunities, not just for me, but for the amazing talent we know exists in our community. And more advocacy is encouraged, especially for BIPOC artists. Thank you.
investment. And to wait, sorry, excuse us. Hold on one second for technical difficulties. Just give us a couple of seconds while we work out some tech issues. So I want to share with you some information. If you've looked at our numbers, we have been doing amazing in terms of fundraising. We are at $16,000 and 600. Okay, we got sound back on, great. So now we're gonna go back. This is the call to action. And what exactly is the call to action? It is a pledge from donors like you who are making an investment to help Deaf Spotlight raise additional funds towards its mission and activities. Your money will help cover costs of our operations, accessibility, programming, where we can continue to offer cultural, accessible, and creative events that are inclusive for all. Deaf Spotlight Board and our executive director has pledged to match up to $4,000 for this call to action. So we are asking, so $4,000 is what they're willing to match. That's what our executive director, as well as our Deaf Spotlight Board. And the first $4,000 will be matched. What's really exciting is half of this amount will be set up for a new fund that we just established. And this fund we are calling, the BIPOC Deaf Arts Fund. This fund will be used to give individual grants to support BIPOC, deaf-blind, hard of hearing artists, both locally and nationally. The grants will be unrestricted. They can be used for any projects, and it is designed to support BIPOC, deaf-blind, hard of hearing artists in their career longevity. So right now, I'm going to give instructions on how you can pledge. If you have any questions, please go to the Facebook live chat and leave a comment. Our team there will guide you through the process and answer any questions you may have. Same thing with YouTube. Feel free to comment there and follow the instructions. And like before with the live auction, make sure you have a second window or a second device ready. And please take a moment to look at this URL right here, tinural.com/dsgala2020. So that's what you want open on the second window. So I'll wait a few minutes for you to type in that URL and get to that page. Again, if you have any issues, please feel free to leave a Facebook comment or a comment on YouTube. And the team will guide you through that process. So once you've gotten in, scroll all the way down to the bottom. Just keep going all the way down. And you'll see on the bottom 8 blue buttons. And you can think and decide on how much you want to pledge and pick the button that matches your desired giving amount. And once you press that button, there should be a little green icon that pops up. And Click on that button and it'll take you to a mute page where it will direct you to the shopping cart where you can make your payment. We will close the call to action about 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So far we have $20,922 raised. Oh my goodness, wow, what an amazing job, everyone. So let's keep going and see if we can make it up to 25,000. So let's continue to pledge together. Oh, we are at $21,000 and $21,200 now. So we only need a little bit more than $4,000 to get to that $25,000 mark. We are making history right now. This money, the fund that is going to the BIPOC, deaf, blind, hard of hearing artists, I mean, this is going to be an amazing opportunity for all that community and those artists, especially for next year in 2021. So please join us in making a difference. And thank you for pledging together to make a difference for Deaf Spotlight. Thank you. Again, I want to emphasize, this is going to go on. This call to action will continue for another hour. So if you need to go run your art to your to get your wallet, to get your credit card, call your friends or family, coworkers to let them know that they need to come and support deaf arts, please do so. So thank you again for bidding tonight. And now I'm going to turn it over to Patty. Thank you. We're at 23. Oh. Hi, everyone. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all so much for coming and supporting us since 2011. Sorry, I know we've jumped ahead a little bit, huh? You've been supporting our mission since the year 2011. The final amount that we've raised and the BIPOC Deaf Arts Fund amount, we will announce all that within the week. We need to make sure and tally all those numbers together before we announce that. We want to congratulate all the auction winners. It was so much fun to see all the different bidding wars that were going on. We will be contacting you via email for delivery. And I'm sure you know that Deaf Spotlight is located here in Seattle, Washington, and we are currently in a state of emergency. Washington, Oregon, and California are all currently in a state of emergency from the wildfires. So we will try our best to deliver the items as soon as possible. I want to acknowledge that we are on the traditional land of the first people of Seattle, the Duwamish people, past and present, and honor with gratitude the land itself and the Duwamish tribe. Thank you for this space. And thank you for keeping us all connected. We cannot do this event without supporters like you and our hardworking team, the hardworking committee, the event committee, board, and volunteers who have helped out with this event. We want to make sure that they are all acknowledged. Thank you, TeeFlo, for that beautiful poem that you shared with us today. Alexandria Wills, for your story and your experience working with Deaf Spotlight. Guthrie Nutter, thank you for doing the live auction as well as the call to action. Donors like you who've been donating for years now. Thank you so much to the different artists who've donated their works to support this cause. And we're so excited to be able to give you back commission for your work. I want to thank SEMA Space for their tech support today. And of course, thank you to our amazing interpreters and captioner who ensured an accessible and inclusive experience for everybody. To you, our community who has been coming loyally every year. And lastly, we want to thank our artists. And we hope to see more arts down the line in the future. And I just want to remind you all to continue to support and embrace the arts. Be safe, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you.